how does peer support factor into your current work, into your success in your nonprofit work?
Peer support's really important. I mean, I think the kind of not only the mentoring thing, but you get what you give sometimes too. So you have to be open with other people and do check-ins and see how your peers are doing. And we're always learning. And like for me, coming out of some of those bigger federated places or in early days, like the role of being a convener was really important. So if you're at a United Way kind of charity or a Jewish Foundation, like our federation, where you're a federated charity and like you support 100 different agencies, like having that role of like bringing organizations together is important. And the same kind of rolls down to the peer side, like where it's when you come with those types of hats, like you sometimes will have assets that can be shared and can do a lot more good if they're widely available and dispersed. Like not everyone should have to reinvent this a service for an area, but sometimes like you need lots of like more options, or you're looking for a good fit. So like I used to say with schools, like there's no perfect school. When you look for one, you're not going to find a perfect school, but you're looking for the right fit for your kid.
That's a really good example of what I feel like a lot of nonprofit work is. There's a million ways to fundraise, and lots of people have found success with all of them, but you're trying to find the one that works with your mission, with your team, with the skill
Yeah,
sets your team potentially has, because what worked for one person isn't necessarily going to work for you. But when we talk to other people about it, we can kind of, once we kind of understand why they maybe set up some of it this way, why they did it this way, we can find our similarities, and we can also find the differences to go, this is clearly going to be a little bit different because we don't run X, Y, and Z in this fashion. But I think we sometimes need that inspiration to know when somebody has found success a certain way and see whether is it something that we could adopt in our work.
yeah. And a lot of times it's like grants, for instance, they might have real strict parameters on what they are looking to fund. Can we find a way to bend what we're doing to fit the way that thing is written? Or should we try a different type of program in order to try to access that fund? And you've got to stop and ask like a lot of questions along the way, like about the value of that or whatever it's worth. If the timing is right, is sometimes you have to act because that's when it's available, and sometimes you have to say no, this isn't really the right fit.